Well, boys, welcome back to the Q&A. I haven't done these in a very long time, but I want to make it a more weekly thing. So every Sunday I want to make one, and where you can put your questions in is on every single Q&A. So for this week's Q&A, put your questions here, and then I'll answer them a week from now, so next Sunday. So put your questions down below, and then I'll send them next Sunday, and then next Sunday you put them there, and then it goes on and on and on. But for this week, so I'm going to answer the ones that you put on last week. We have TK, and he says, can you do POV Kusa for heroes? Now, I'm assuming what you mean is like a first-person view, and you want us to do Kusa for that. Now, first-person view is already available for like infantry, so you'd expect it to be also some kind of a way to do it with Kusa. Maybe there's something we can unveil. Fortunately not. I do know exactly what you mean, but it's just, we can't do it. It's impossible, because we would need to have one of the developers that already work on it and then hide it from us, and then we would go and see what's hidden and then activate it. But they never even bothered to work on it, so unfortunately it's not a thing, and no, we can't do it with Kusa. Random Edits actually puts 3 questions. He says, can we have a dueling series on Battlefront 2 for Kusa? If we wanted to, we would have done it a while ago. Now it's kind of too late, but I was never interested in like sweaty matches or competitive matches, which is why our stream set for Kusas are not competitive. It's just about getting in the game, really. Second question is, what inspired you to make videos? There was not, I'm not going to go into too much details because I don't want to make this 15-minute video, but I always like the idea of making money out of video games and seeing other people do it. It was super fun and they made good money. Now I don't make a bunch of money, but I'm still, it's still a very fun hobby, and I enjoy making what I do. And I do make some money from it, mostly from Kusa, but Kusa is going to end. But even if I were not to make any money from it, I would still do it. But that was a very, very inspiring thing for me, that you can do something so fun, and if you do it very well for a very long time, you can make a lot of money from it. And then he asked, how did you come up with Kusa? Now, I personally did not come up with Kusa. It was Lukapuk himself who actually figured it out. I came up with the business aspect of Kusa. I came up with the idea that we should start selling it for 15 bucks at first, and then I reduced it to 10 bucks because I know y'all are brokies out there, even though 15 would have still been amazing. So the person who came up with Kusa is Lukapuk. I did not come up with it. I came up with the business aspect of it. Everything related to the business of Kusa is from me. And then after that we got Hippo, and he's basically, you could say, a certified salesman, because you guys aren't, I am, and Hippo is. Luca is not a salesman, he works on the IT part of Kusa. And then Hippo came around. That's not really your question, but I thought I'd throw it in there because I know somebody's probably going to ask it. So, how did I come up with Kusa? I did not, it was Luca. Lord asks, what is your favorite Invincible character? It has to be Han Solo. I mean, there's nothing that can beat Han. He is not the best Invincible character, but my god, it's just so fun to have Invincible Han. I will never get bored of Invincible Han. Going up and teabagging people with him, knowing that there's nothing they can do about it, is just amazingly fun, and I will never not enjoy 1 single minute of pure teabag on someone who's even level 1 or level 1000. It's just amazing. So my favorite is Invincible Han. What games do you play outside of Battlefront 1 and 2? I play at times Black Ops 3 Zombies, but Black Ops 3 Zombies just gets really boring. I also play a lot, actually, of Black Ops 2 whenever I can find lobbies, and Modern Warfare 3. Those 2 games I grew up with. I would still play Black Ops 1 a lot, but my files got corrupted, and I could still get it again. I just have to go out of my way to actually buy the disc, and I just don't want to. I just don't feel like it. But that's basically the other games I still play quite often. They're PS3 games, I'm aware, but those are very, very fun games. Now my boy Atlas says, what is the best religion? Now I'm Muslim, right? But I don't think there's such thing as the best religion. I guess it really just depends on each person, because if you're a Christian, then you'd say the best religion is Christian, and if you're Muslim like me, I'd say the best is Islam. So it's really hard to tell. It really just depends on the person. I'd say Muslim, but there's no good or right answer. It is just whatever you are, if that makes any sense. There's no real answers to that question, is basically what I'm trying to say. And he says, thought on the LG Vader Gamer T community. It's an amazing community, I love it. They're always Vader gaming. And here's my boy Tardy asking the real saucy questions. And he says, will Kusa return? Now, it will not. We don't have any plans for it to return, and even if it did, it wouldn't be for very long, and there's so far no plans on it. There's ways we could, but we would be very fine with just cutting it here. I mean, it would have had to end in some way, shape, or form, right? And going forward, it would just be harder for us to make Kusas. Our times to make Kusas will reduce by a lot, and the further we go, the less time we'll have, so it just really would be harder. But will Kusa return? No. That's why you have to get it. It ends on July 1st. I know you guys have heard me say this a lot, but we're already like July 18th, June 18th, my bad. So it's you have literally 2 weeks, like literally. Do you know any good glitches for Battlefront 1? Now, just off the top of my head, TL50 glitch is amazing, and the multiple heroes glitch is also amazing. It's like the same one from the Kusa edition, but it's a little bit more, it's a lot harder, but it's a little bit more fun because there's hero tokens and it's always random. Now Kenda asks, why do people call Rey a Mary Sue and call her weak? And Mary Sue is portrayed being perfect in every aspect, but how the hell is she weak if she's just a Mary Sue? It doesn't make any sense. You can't just call a character a Mary Sue but then call them weak. Now I agree with you, but people call Rey and Mary Sue in the movies. In the game, I haven't heard a single person associate that name with her. And correct me, go on every single person who's played Rey on a live stream or on a video. They'll just be annoyed that there's mind tricks and stuff. But everyone on the game thinks that she's at least a decent character, and she's fine. But when you go on a movie that has Rey in it, then yeah, she's a Mary Sue because she's too OP with little to no experience. In the movies, she is very, very much a Mary Sue, but in the game, she is not. So you're confused right now because you're putting what people say about Rey in the movie, you're putting the same aspect on Battlefront, and that doesn't make any sense. It is a Mary Sue. In the game, she is not. So yeah, you're just confusing the two worlds together, and hopefully that ended the confusion for you. PSN asks, have you ever played an Assassin's Creed? If so, which? I've played the first one. I can't remember what it was called. I played it just a little bit as a kid because my brother had it, so I was like, hey, I'll give it a shot. So I played it a little bit, but not much. Not enough where I could say I'm experienced. Battlefront 2 or Morbius? Kusa, actually. Can I still have Kusa? Yes, it's in the description of this video. I'm gonna put it, because why not? But yes, you literally, if you check for my tutorial and it's not there, that means Kusa has officially ended. The Kusa tutorial, or any videos with Kusa, or a Kusa tutorial, will be closed. Like, you will not be able to find it. If you have a link to it, click it. It might say this video has been removed from by the moderator or whatever. That means Kusa has ended. So as long as you still see the video up there, it's still available. If it's not there, then it's probably after July 1st, which means we would have already cancelled Kusa. Tag asks, face reveal when? Now, face reveal, I don't want to put a certain goal to it. I'll just do it whenever I want to. But there's not a certain goal. And then he says, GG free Kusa when? Well, GG already has Kusa, so I think that's out of the questions, to be honest. Zamir Owners asks, Kusa for Red Dead Redemption 2? Nothing planned so far, and anything with Kusa right now is just, there's no plans for it. Because like I said, Kusa is ending soon, so even if we were to do Kusa for Red Dead Redemption, it would make no sense because we'd be ending it in 2 weeks. So that kind of went out of rail, but basically, yes, there will not be any Kusa for Red Dead Redemption 2, and that's it for the video, boys. So if you want your questions to be on the next Q&A, put them down below, literally, and then next week I'll answer it. Anyways, guys, peace.